fire on a 5.
Hi, Chris Smith. How you doing?
Got it.
Hi, I'm okay. I'm sick, but I'm okay.
Look at the camera.
I
Yeah, there
am.
you go.
But I'm talking to you, Nate, so it
How'd
doesn't matter.
How'd you feel this weekend?
This weekend I felt great until I got my shit pushed in by Phil Birch in finals. So other than that, I was okay.
How'd you do?
No surprise.
Overall, Swiss champ went 4-0-1. I drew with Trent, and I beat you in top 8, beat Trent in top 4, and then I lost to Phil in finals.
Who are you playing?
I played Demitri, the best character in the format right now.
He's not wrong.
Probably the best character in the entire game currently. If you're, I played him off of life. If you are a travel player or any sort of
Psychic upward.
competitive player, you know what he does. He is incredibly great and amazing.
0.
Cool.
Oh,
Well,
okay,
let's take a look at your deck here.
So we're gonna start off with my actions and assets.
And go no surprises.
I played 4 Revoke, and for Phil, I played 1 of each version: foily, non-foily, ugly art, white border, ugly art. This is for him. I did this for him. I played 3 White Templars because they're sexy.
Now that looks max rarity.
It is so max rarity, it's unbelievable. It's pretty much your basic life, standard life action package. I didn't play any assets. I did up until like 2 days before the tournament, and where I got some deck therapy from Phil and Mark from Michigan. They helped me out, and we took the sweet babies out because there was no point to play them. So, going to the attacks, I played 4 Tombstone Stunner, or I like to call it Demitri 316, because he likes to open a can of whoop ass on you. It's probably outside of negative stolen, it's probably the best throw in the game. It makes your next throw bigger, and if your opponent's dumb enough to block it because they don't want to take damage, your next card's -2 difficulty. So your next throw is either on a 3, or you get to death blow them on a 3 or a 4. And if you have momentum, they die. Next attack is negative stolen, damage mitigation. Whenever I hit you, I heal. Whenever you hit me, I heal. It's the main target for his once per turn 5+.
It hurts a lot.
Sliding ankle breaker. Played 2 copies. I think it did fine at 2. It's a really good low attack. It gets +1 or -1, and if it's blocked, I gain 2 vitality, so it works into his little theme of gaining life. Darkside Master at a 3 of. When it's in the card pool, I get +2 damage and a high block. +2 high. I actually blocked with it a few times. It was really great. Death Valley Faceplant. Standard life throw, gain, commit, stun. It's fun. Does damage. I gain life. A new addition to this from when I played it last Wednesday for locals is Death Blow. This card put so much work in. I killed you with it in both of our games in top 8.
I don't recall this.
Yes, I did. I had 3, Nate. I had 3 of these in the card pool, and I killed you. I killed you with those. It was awesome.
It was pretty cheeky.
It was fantastic. It has multiple 2. It goes from high, mid, low. It kills people fast. It's 21 damage with 1 Darkside Master. It just gets obscenely fucking huge.
That's cute.
It's very cute. It's super cute.
What else you got?
My spams. Over the Top was something new added in on Friday with Phil and Mark's help. Card doesn't count towards progressive, so it's really good on the blocking. To block with it, it's a +2 high, and if you need to build, as Demitri likes to do, it doesn't count towards progressive, so everything's super cheap. 4 Mortal Knowledge. This card makes Demitri insanely good. +1 -1 damage, and then the effect I used more than this past weekend that I ever had was the R Destroy. After your opponent's review step, they add the top card of their discard pile back to their hand. At one game, I blew up 3 of these to return 3 cards to my opponent's hand, and they were all foundations. He did not attack me that turn. It was awesome. 8K. This card did so much work for me, and then it sealed my fate against Phil in game 2 of our final game because I drew 3 of them in my opening hand after mulliganing, and this card is blank against base. It does nothing. So yeah, I blame AK and a couple of my own bad plays. 4 Portal Barrier because Portal Barrier is nuts. 1 Cursed Fate for extra damage and a low block. Cursed Fate. There you go, Nate. Is that better?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. 4 Sense of Adventure. A lot of you might be scratching your head and why is he playing that shitty Sasha card? This card actually does a lot of work in Demitri. If you happen to not have a target for his 5+, and you have a couple of these, and you don't mind milling cards off the top of your deck, you can pop a couple of them and hopefully get a negative stolen, or like I did, an extra Darkside Master. So that did pretty well. My other foundations is 1 Herald of Germania for asset hate. There's that. Speed hate with Dust in the Wind. 3 Mathematician, because this card's dumb. Garrison Banel, if you didn't know this card was good before the weekend, you don't know anything right now. Blow your mind. It's so good. And Phil actually got to use the damage pump against me, which is the first time I've ever seen that done. 2 Pat Stance, low block, game life. This card did so much work. Zalamoxis. It's +3 damage in Demitri. It's +3 damage whenever you feel like, when you're attacking.
Cool.
4 Spiders and Dragons, because Spiders and Dragons is good. 3 Surveyor, and a single copy of Survivalist. My sideboard was 1 Templar. It's not in there right now. 1 Mathematician, 2 Germania, 2 Peaceful Messengers, which I never cited in the entire weekend, so I'd probably take those out for maybe, I don't know. I don't know the fuck no. 2 stops. 2 stop annoying ass character shit like Bellicor or whatever. So
very cool. So were there any cards that really hurt you this weekend? Anything that really did a lot of work against you?
Leaf Shield. Phil got a couple Leaf Shield blocks on me in game 1. For the most part, the deck, I didn't really have a lot of issues with a lot of cards. It was more along the lines of people like blocking with perfect blocks, or my deck not drawing attacks for 3 turns, which kind of sucked in game 1 against Phil. I whiffed attacks 2 turns in a row, where if I would have drawn at least a couple attacks, I think I would have sealed the game, and then finals would have happened differently. But I'm very happy with it. It's Demitri. It's the best deck in the format. It just is. I don't know what else to say about it other than like I hope someone else plays it, because I'm not playing it anymore. I'm done playing it. I got my points, and I'm going to play fun decks from here on out and hopefully get top 6. It was nice not having to deal with Kai Red-Handed all weekend, or like High School Crush, or just, I don't know, just random dumb KOF stuff like Kopoken training and shit like that. It was great.
And kind of lead into that, what do you think of the MCS format as a whole?
Since I helped create the MCS format, I love it. It's great. It has nothing to do with not having KOF is great because there's so many staple cards that people just auto go to, and they're like, well, I'm gonna throw 4 of this, 4 of that, 3 of that. You actually have to think about your deck choices now. Like, there's cards that I wouldn't like Over the Top. You don't need to pan it down. It's fine. Like Over the Top. Like, I'd rather play Hidden Laughter than this, but this is a really good substitute for Hidden Laughter, and it's nice to see that there's cards already in the format that replace King of Fighter cards. So, I don't know. What did you think of the thing? What did you think,
I liked
Nate?
it. I thought it was great.
All right.
What did you think about the turnout?
The turnout was great. It was I was hoping for 18 to 20, so we got the amount that I wanted. But I hope it just grows from here on out. We're already talking about stuff for next year, adding maybe Omaha into the group. So more on that as it unfolds. So
Cool.
Stay tuned.
Awesome. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.